everyone, I am Niharika. Welcome back. Well, in today's lesson, we are going to talk about types of cars. Now, when it comes to cars, there are several topics. You can talk about car repairs, buying or renting a car. You can talk about car racing. But in today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. We're just going to look at types of cars. Now, cars are classified according to their body structure, or their design, or their power, or even their style. So when we talk about types of cars, they're commonly known worldwide. So this lesson would really help you to talk about different cars in general, or even if you're buying or renting a car. So let's get started. The first type of car that we have over here is a coupe. Now, a coupe, well, this word belongs to the French. Well, it means to cut. It comes from the word couper. That's a French word, which means to cut. And the body style of this type of car is pretty much like a sedan. However, the difference is that it is a two-door car. Now, when I talk about that it's a two-door car, it also has two rows of seats. However, the back seat is pretty small, so one can't really sit comfortably. Oh, it's just the front seat that's pretty comfortable. But it's a two-door car, okay? The next type of car that we have here is a sedan. Now, a sedan is the most common passenger car that we have worldwide, and it's a four-door car. And it has two rows of seats, and people can comfortably sit, be it ahead or be it at the rear. But also it has a trunk or a boot at the back for your luggage. Now, when I talk about a boot, well, boot belongs to British English, okay? It's the space where we keep our luggage, which is at the back of your car. So if this is a car, this is your boot space, okay? But in America, it's called a trunk, okay? So that's a sedan for you. And then the third type of car is a convertible. Well, convertible is my favorite. I would love to own a convertible one day. And what really is a convertible car? Well, a convertible car has a flexible roof. So the roof can retract and it gets folded, okay? And it converts from an enclosed vehicle to an open air vehicle. Isn't that awesome? I love convertibles. So it has a flexible roof that can be folded, and then an enclosed car becomes an open air car. The next type of car that we have is a hatchback. Now, a hatchback is again a four-door car, but it has a utility space at the back. But the difference is that it also has a fifth door, which is at the back. It's called the rear door. So if you lift up the back door or the rear door, there's a utility space. It does not have a boot space or a trunk space, but it does have a utility space, and it is a four-door car, but there is a rear door too, which opens up upwards. Okay, and then once you open up that rear door, you can access the utility space. Okay, then the next type of car is a SUV. Well, SUV stands for Sports Utility Vehicle. Now, it's a big, high-performance car, of course, but it's huge and it's a four-wheel drive. Now, there's a difference between a four-wheel drive and a two-wheel drive. Well, when I talk about a two-wheel drive, it means that the only two front tires accelerate. But when I talk about a four-wheeler, it means all the four wheels accelerate. Okay, so when you drive, it's the four wheels are doing the job. They accelerate. Now, as I said, an SUV is a four-wheel drive, and it is specially made for rough roads, for going off-road, okay? So if you're going the countryside or when you're going for these rough drives, an SUV is just a perfect vehicle. And it's big, so it can fit your family members too, and it has a lot of interior space too, so you can fit in a lot of luggage if you have. So that's an SUV for you. Let's have a look at another one, minivan. Now a minivan, well, the word minivan would give you an idea that it kind of resembles a van. So the body style is like a van, however, it's much taller and it's huge. It's perfect when you have a big family and especially when you guys are going out for a trip or for a picnic. So minivan is pretty much look-alike of a van. However, it's tall and it's big. And it has 3 rows of seats, okay? And it can definitely carry up to 8 or 9 passengers. So that's a minivan for you, okay? Now let's have a look at another one, which is a hybrid car. Now a hybrid car uses 2 or more distinct sources of power. So that's a hybrid car wherein, it utilizes to move the vehicle, it uses 2 or more distinct sources of power. Okay, so that's a hybrid car for you. Now let's look at another type here. That's a sports car. Now sports car, well, they are pretty attractive, but they are pretty low ground built cars. So they're very low built cars. They do not have enough space. They have a very less ground clearance, but they have a very powerful engine and they're just perfect for high speeds. So when you are racing or when you really love driving fast at high speeds, then sports car is just perfect for you. So sports car are cars with the low ground clearance. They are attractive and they have a very powerful engine. Okay, now we have another type of car. Well, not exactly a type of car, but we have cars with manual transmission and we have cars with automatic transmission. So all these types of cars are either with manual transmission or automatic transmission. What's the difference? Well, a manual transmission car is with a manual gearbox. Okay, so you have, it's also called as a stick shift. A stick shift car. So what it means is exactly you have this stick, okay, besides you, and you need to shift the gear when you start accelerating. So you manually have to shift the gear. So the driver is busy shifting the gears when he's driving, and a manual transmission car has 3 pedals. One is the accelerator, of course. The second one, the most important one, which is a brake, and that saves your life. And the third pedal is your clutch, okay? But when it comes to automatic transmission cars, well, you do not have the clutch pedal. The reason because there's a gearbox, however, the gear is shifted automatically. That is so cool. Well, especially if you're sick of that traffic on the road and you like driving, you want to drive peacefully, you want to enjoy your ride, then I think an automatic transmission car is good for you. So manual transmission car is wherein you have to manually shift the gears. However, an automatic transmission car, is where the gears shift automatically. So how cool is that, right? So these are the types of cars. This brings me to the end of this lesson. Hope this really helps you to talk about cars. If you are a car lover, or even if you're buying one or renting one, go ahead, talk about this. That would really help you, right? I'll be back with a new lesson. Till then, you take care and have a great day.